Very good morning to all of you. So next topic we have is dihalo and polyhalo derivatives. Now we have different compounds. It is depend upon the halogen, that is X, that whether the compound is or molecule is dihalo or whether it is polyhalo. Okay. So first one we have is if the halogen atom is attached on the same carbon atom. Okay, if I'm writing here general example like that, if we have two carbon atom but both the halogen atoms, as you can see, attached with this carbon atom on the same carbon atom, these compounds are known as dihalo derivatives. Okay, so we can call them that gem dihalides, or these can also be written as alkylidene. Okay, now when we are writing the name of that, there is a special naming for that compounds, so we are writing here alkylidene dihalides. Clear? These are of the first type. Second, we have reaction if both the halogen atom are on the different, or we can say adjacent atoms. So if I'm taking the example of the same, but now the halogen atom on the this C1 and C2, if this is a C1 and this is a C2, or we can say that on adjacent atom, these are known as vicinal dihalides. Okay, dihalides, vicinal. Okay, or we can also name them like alkyline dihalides. Clear? These are of the two types. So next we have is third type, which is known as polymethylene dihalide. Now what is this polymethylene dihalide? Now when we have some compound, and in this compound, okay, if I'm taking the compound CH2CH2CH2, okay, so when the halogen atom is present on the terminal of the carbon atom, as you know, terminal we can say that this, okay, but as we are talking about dihalides, so that means both the halogen atoms are attached to the terminal of this carbon chain, we can say. Okay, so these are known as polymethylene dihalides. Clear? So next we have one term, that is polyhalogen derivative. Poly, as the first word indicates, poly means, and there is a halogen. Poly means large amount of halogen are present on the compound. Okay, so its naming are due to IUPAC system. How we can write that? Like we have CHCl3. Okay, here what we have? Here we have 3 chlorine atom attached with this carbon. Okay, so if I am writing the structure of this compound, it will be represented as like that. Clear? So what is the name of that? In carbon what we have? We have 3 chlorine. That means I have to write here trichloro. Next, you know that there is a 1 carbon, so I have to write here methane. Okay, similarly, other example is written on the same way. Next, there is one more term we have. If there is, as you can see, here is a 1 hydrogen atom present. If all the hydrogen atom is replaced by the, we can say, halogen atoms. So what they are known as? They are known as per-halo hydrocarbons. Okay, now what is this per-halo hydrocarbons is? Like if I'm taking the example CF3, CF2, CF3. Okay, as you can see, there is a no hydrogen atom present in this chain. Okay, so name of that compound is, as I'm saying, first we have to write per, after that halo. Halo is here, fluorine, so we have to write here fluoro. Next is hydrocarbon, that is propane. Okay, so this is known as per-halo hydrocarbons. Clear? Now next we have is naming of haloarenes. Now how the naming of haloarenes? Okay, we are taking example of arenes now. So if I'm taking here example of this, we have benzene ring here with their some halogen is attached to it, like chlorine. So how we can name? First we have to write the name of that halogen, halo compound. After that we have to write the name of that aromatic chain. Okay, so as I'm taking example of this, so first we have to write chloro. Okay, you know, we have to write for chlorine, chloro. Next, as you know, this is the structure of benzene, so I'm writing here benzene. Okay, so as you can see, I'm writing the IUPAC naming, so there is no gap between chloro and benzene. Clear? Like that, similarly, if I'm taking here bromo, so that is bromobenzene. If I'm taking here I, which means iodine, so I'm writing here iodobenzene. Okay, like that, if I'm taking one more example, like this is, we have benzene ring, in first and second position we have chlorine. Okay, so what we have to write, 1, 2. Okay, as I'm saying, when we are writing two numbers, then we have to mark their comma, and after write the numeric value and alphabet, in between we have to mark here hyphen. As you can see here, we have two chlorine, so I'm writing here di chloro. Next is benzene. Clear? Similarly, like that, if we have different elements present, okay, if this is the here first position we have bromine, in third position we have chlorine. Clear? So how we have to write the name? 1 bromo, 1 hyphen bromo hyphen 3 hyphen chloro. Okay, next after chloro, what we have to write? The name of aromatic, that is benzene. Clear? These are super easy, so you just have to notice that where you have to mark hyphen and where have to mark the comma, and must, when there is the same element we have, substituent we have present, then you have to write here di. Don't forget to write di, or whether here 3 chlorine is present, so you have to write tri, and must mention their positions. Clear? So next we have is isomerism in haloalkane and haloarenes. Now this isomerism, as we know, what is the meaning of isomerism? Iso means same, as we discussed earlier. Okay, and merism means part, that we have same part. So these are of two types. First one we have is chain isomer. Okay, chain isomerism. Now what is this chain isomerism? So okay, if I'm taking one example like CH3 CH2 CH2 Br, like that. Okay, so now what will happen in this, in case of chain isomerism, then here carbon atom can change their position, but this halogen atom do not. Okay, if we have to writing the structure for the same, so what I have to write? I have to write here CH3 CHBr. Okay, this may be attached here, so complete its valency. Okay, one carbon is attaching here, but the Br is at the same position. This is known as chain isomer, when carbon can changing their position, but bromine, we can say halogen at the same position we have. Okay, so if I am writing about next, which is second part, position isomerism. Now in position isomerism, again if I am taking some example, so what will happen in this? In position isomerism, now halogen atom can take, or we can say change their position, but carbon atoms are at the same position. Okay, now I have to write here like CH3 CH2 3. So now this bromine atom goes to this position. Clear? This is the difference between chain and position isomers. In chain, carbon chain is like displaces, we can say, and in position, halogen atoms can change their position. Now haloarenes can also be show the position isomer. Okay, so if I am taking example of this, like we have 1,2-dichlorobenzene. So in next step, it will also form their position like 1,3 or maybe 1,4. Okay, this is 1,4-dichlorobenzene. Clear? So next we have is method of preparation of haloalkanes. So we have different method to forming the haloalkanes. So first we have is from alcohols. How we can form haloalkane? With the help of alcohol. So as you know, in alcohol whether we are taking whatever the alkyl group here, with it OH is present. Okay, only then we can see now that these are the alcohols. Clear? So what will happen in this case? This OH is replaced by the halogen. So if I am taking here HX, okay, what is HX now? Here is the halogen acid. Okay, these are formed with the help of alcohol in the presence of, by the action of halogen acids. So now what this halogen acid do? This can remove, water can be removed from here and RX bond will be formed here. Okay, this is how it is formed. RX haloalkane with the help of alcohol. Okay, now you can take the different examples, like if I am taking here HCl. Okay, so here is the some example we have. As I'm taking here, so here we have na ROX, like I'm taking here CH3CH2 in place of R alkyl, OX is the same, and in place of X we have to write here chlorine. You just have to learn this journal reaction. After that you have to put the values like that. Okay, you have to put instead of X chlorine, bromine, and in place of R you have to put CH3, C2H5, whatever. Okay, so it must be balanced, but okay. So in the presence of, we have anhydrous zinc chloride. Okay, so what is do? It will form the haloalkane, which is chloroethane plus water. Clear? Similarly, next if we are taking example of bromine. Now in case of HCl, we are taking here ZnCl2, which is zinc chloride. Okay, but in the case of HBr, we don't need this zinc chloride. Okay, so these are happening in the presence of concentrated H2SO4. Okay, so it will form us bromoethane. Similarly for IDO. Okay, what we have to do here, I have taken HI reflux. What is the meaning of reflux? That we have to boil that given solution and then it will be converted into vapors, and then again it will be converted into liquid with the help of condensation. Clear? So here we have the iodoalkane is formed. Clear? So these are the some steps by which how we can form haloalkane with the help of alcohol. Okay, these are by the HCl, or we can say chloroalkane. These are the bromoalkane, and these are the iodoalkanes.